Konnichiwa Mina. Hello Soul Reapers. In this video I will be doing Bleach chapter 49. So yeah, we do get to see the differences between Soul Reapers and Quincy's because their spiritual power is a little bit different. So we're going to start off with the Soul Reapers. So essentially Soul Reapers, they get their spirit energy from within and then they use it in conjunction with their Zanpakuto. So that's Ichigo. So how he gets like his spirit energy. He gets it from within. So then we get into the Quincy's. So Quincy's, how they get their spiritual power, it's from everything around them. Like particularly from the Soul Society, that's when Quincy's are like the strongest because everything is made of reishi. So pretty much anything with reishi from the outside, from outside forces, they can just combine that power into their weapon, particularly with bows and arrows because that's what they're mostly known for, is bows and arrows. So that's pretty awesome that we get some differences between the two. But even with Ichigo and Uryu, even though their spiritual powers are like completely different because Ichigo is a Soul Reaper, Uryu is a Quincy, they could still work together. So we do get to see Uryu touching Ichigo's Zanpakuto, and then we see like his bow get insanely bigger. Like his bow is like the size of his body, which makes sense. So since we're fighting like a Menos Grande here, which is a super big hollow, we might as well create a super big bow, right? Which means a super big arrow. So he's testing that. So yeah, like I stand corrected. So we actually do get to see Uryu wear Ichigo's Zanpakuto like on top of his head. So then Uryu is all like, okay, Ichigo, we're gonna combine our spiritual powers together to defeat this Menos Grande. And then, of course, Ichigo being Ichigo, he's all like, nah, forget that. I'll take care of this hollow. So, yeah, so then we see, like, the Menos Grande unleash, like, this Zero, or Seto, like in the show, which is like a giant ki blast, like, essentially. So we see Ichigo running towards this Menos Grande. The Menos Grande is shooting, like, this Zero, and then we see Ichigo just blocking this Seto, nullifying it with no Bankai, no name of his Zanpakuto, just his sealed Zanpakuto, blocking a Zero, which is crazy. That just shows how powerful Ichigo is. And then Uryu is basically saying, yeah, Ichigo is like a faucet. That's his spiritual power. So if you turn on a faucet, that's when water is the strongest, and then when you turn it off, that's when power is like no more, like essentially. So basically, if you turn on Ichigo's faucet or like his spiritual power, that's when he's at his strongest, which shows, Ichigo is very powerful. So yeah, that's basically the end of the chapter. So now we're gonna go into like the chapter discussion, where I talk about the key differences between like the show and the volumes. So probably the only thing that I can see that is different is Zero and Seto, because they used Seto like in the show. They call it Zero like in the volumes, which is pretty cool because I think Seto is Zero in Spanish. And I think the Menos Grande, they're pretty much named after like Spanish names. Like if I'm not mistaken, like I know like the Arancars, which link back to hollows, like their names come from like Spanish words and stuff. So that would make a lot of sense for sure. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and let me know what you guys think about this video down below. So yeah, guys, I will see y'all next time. Malani Bankai.